Hey guys, I remember when Siri was brand new and there was a lot of hype around how revolutionary it is and how everyone should try it out. Well, it is safe to say Siri has come a long way from that level of enthusiasm and is not a positive if you ask me. But we might have a reason for that. I promise if you stick around, you're gonna find out. Hey, subscribe to Quick Tech Take, like and share this video, and also remember the notifications bell so you'll be the first to hear about our upcoming videos. Well guys, don't get me wrong here, digital assistants like Siri have come a long way since their initial launch days, and I think the enthusiasm has only stayed flat or dropped significantly or slightly depending on who you ask. Well, I barely use Siri and I personally don't know anyone who actively uses it in their daily routine. Siri and other digital assistants can still do a lot for you today, but that a lot is still not worthwhile for most users and especially me. Sometimes I try to use Siri intentionally so I can remind myself that it's still there, which frankly is not what was promised. Judging by the initial hype of digital assistants, I thought by now they'll be capable of intelligent conversations like what ChatGPT can do. Heck, ChatGPT can actually help you out with actual work and not being alarm setters and message readers of today's digital assistants. Well, AI has happened to the tech industry and some are already doing really well at it and some are kind of like caught behind the curve. And one would not expect that that company would be Apple, the great innovator, Steve Jobs' company. But it seems that is the case. Apple is even losing some top talents to Google. And I'm talking about AI guys. These three engineers are on the leading edge or were on the leading edge of Apple's AI development. But they left Apple last year. Their names are not the easiest to pronounce, so I'll just put them on the screen for you guys to see. You should find it somewhere right here. But I can definitely pronounce Stephen Baker. It is believed that they left Apple because they felt that their skills are better utilized working on Google's own large language models, which enable tools like ChatGPT to work. While there is also some rumor that Google CEO Sanjay Pichai personally recruited these guys. Apple is trying to fully integrate AI models into Siri so as to give it an edge over its rivals like Google Now, Alexa, and so on. Apple actually did some poaching of its own back in 2018 when they poached Google's John Giannandrea in 2018 to head this AI strategy. You know, the three guys above left Apple in October and November of last year, which means that they got to work with Apple's poach from Google, John Giannandrea. So if it's true that they left Apple because they believe Apple's AI efforts was frankly subpar to Google's, that could imply that Apple's AI strategy was lacking. But I'm going to pause myself here. A lot goes into the development of AI, and the success and failures of such projects is hardly the efforts of one person. Well, needless to say, if the talk is true that Apple's AI tech is behind the competitors, it only means that Siri will continue to decline, and hopefully I hope not for long. Tech icons like Bill Gates has termed AI to be as revolutionary as the mobile phones and the internet. Well, this might hold true for AI, but I would exercise some caution, even as promising as AI, because something very similar was said by industry experts about VR and the metaverse, which drove Zuckerberg into pouring in billions of dollars into a continuous loss-making venture for Facebook. Now Facebook is drunk with AI, story for another day. Former employees have also said that Apple fell behind in AI because Apple basically did not take it seriously enough. Maybe they were busy designing the highly rumored VR headsets for the metaverse, something that was supposed to, be as important as the internet. or the neo internet? Well, I hope Apple finds its way and comes up with good products with AI, or at least a much useful Siri or a worthwhile Siri. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Please like and share this video, and we'll see you in the next one.